Hey guys, here's finally my guide for the RFC boost. 130 mobs in about 9 minutes 30 seconds. Can be done a bit faster and definitely more efficient. My gear, nothing crazy. End up getting asked what my gear and talents are, so I'll go over that first. All of this stuff is very easily obtainable. None of it's crazy. I run Living Bomb, Living Flame, and talents. 16 Arcane. This is our mana battery. This restores a ridiculous amount of mana for us in RFC. And we got armor. Go to the boost here. Start off, we're going to pull a bunch of mobs and we're going to end up frost novaing them. And then we're going to go to a reset spot and pull a bunch of trogs. Here I don't worry about aggroing that stuff. They'll just get socially aggroed by the first people that we pulled. Pull down below. Then we will back up this little corner because the mobs do a kind of funny little routing. Back up. And they'll run around us here instead of running straight to us. And we'll pull the trogs behind us. Trogs. Distance. Crossing over them. We'll heal up a little bit. We're really just waiting for the trogs to show up. Crossing over them. See the trogs coming. Throw up some living bombs, which when necessary you can just play rewind time if you feel like it. Link up the bridge, we'll turn around. I guess renew beacon, turn around living flame. And once we feel like we've made a solid line and we won't get batched with the melee hits, we just backpedal. Try to min-max how many people are in the living flame and just spam AE and win. As soon as living flame falls off, normally you're scared and you would just jump off the bridge at this point to the right and then go all the way up that ramp and jump off and then fight them again on the left when living flames back up. But if you feel confident here with the mana battery and stuff going on, I know I'm chilling. I'm gonna resist a lot of the spells, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Like here, I could have ran up that ramp to my right, jumped off, and just living flamed. It would have been kind of similar. Take up a little bit more time. Like here, I'm not even trying to kill him. I know I'm fine with living flame up and beacon. I know I'm chilling. I use the Leatrix Plus with faster auto loot option turned on, then interact with mouse over, down to scroll wheel up and down, and I just stutter step and fast loot. Double audio from my WoW sound. Hear someone crafting bandages. This add-on's great. Boost waitlist, you can set the price. It's great when it works, but as you can see here, it likes to bug out a lot. You just set the price 0.6, 60 silver, and it just incrementally goes up every time you reset the dungeon. You don't have to pay attention to it, because like I said, it bugs out. We're here. Gonna pull mobs, so we're gonna use the living flame early, because it'll be up for the kill phase anyways. So just living flame, beacon, just damages them a little bit. You don't need to, but no reason not to. Just cozy. So here, I'm just telling my friend, around level 13 is probably when you're gonna get some of the better experience, but you can come in here at 8. So it's level 8 to 18. Like 6 to 9k per run. And you can do a run in under 10 minutes if you get pretty consistent at it. Living Flame can be kind of janky sometimes though, so it's all about just learning how to utilize Living Flame so it's always hitting the most amount of people as possible. Here, same thing, Living Flame, Beacon, and then Living Flame. And then we'll just make the mobs bathe in the Living Flame. If you are in trouble with this pull, you can always jump off this ramp like you'll see me do in the third pull. Just continue killing them, but sometimes they can evade bug if you do that. So it's almost better to just commit, kill them there. And the third pull. I would suggest Epic Boots for the damage reduction. It's very helpful. You will get chain stunned. So try to be line of sight and try to make it so that the mob that you Living Flame hopefully spreads the Living Flame pretty well, that it's hitting quite a bit of people, and you should be immortal as long as you don't get bashed with melees. I'm gonna want Evocate for this just to be extra safe. At the start here, I'm not too worried about taking much damage because I'll end up Living Flaming early like I did the last pull. You can also decurse if you feel like it. Get rid of the agony. Pull more mobs, blink on cooldown. As long as you blink on cooldown, they won't hit you in the back too much. Pull that, counter spell, that way they'll run up there. I'll social aggro that stuff. I put up Beacon, and this is what I was talking about with the flame. I'll target something, put up Living Flame. As soon as it starts ticking, you know you're fine. I'll pull some more mobs behind us that didn't get social aggroed. Pull more stuff, jump down, and blink before I hit the ground. Pull the group in that back corner there with Living Bomb. And continue around. Those guys towards the middle boss don't get socially aggroed, so I always end up pulling them with Living Bomb. And here, I don't know how close the mobs are to me, and I don't want to get hit in the back, so I'm side strafing. If mobs are ever close to you, do not let them hit you in the back, or you will get dazed. I lagged for a second, but it's all good. This loop is your best friend. You run up that ramp, you jump down, you wait for mobs to start running at you, Beacon, Living Flame, and try to make them bathe, and then you want to line of sight around this right corner. So here, I'll line of sight, and then I'm slowly backpedaling to make it so more and more mobs hit the Living Flame. So here, I just getting chain stunned. I can't even get off a global. And then close to when Living Flame drops off, you want to always make sure you have Blink up, and then typically Nova, and then just do the same loop that you did before. I was a little bit more confident, and maybe, like, if you free action potion, you won't get stunned there, and you can just spam AE and they'll die. So if you're really trying to min-max and actually spend gold on consumables, which is not fun, you can do that. It'll be a bit faster for sure. As long as we run all the way up there. I just threw up Living Bombs because I had extra mana, might as well. Here I'm standing out in the open because I want the casters to get kind of staggered behind. Kind of grouped up with the other ones. And here there's low health people. And so what I'm going to end up doing is going to the line of sight here in a second, but I get stunned, so I'm like, oh crap. Get stunned again, so I blink, go to line of sight, and the Living Flame that I put out is just going to carry me here at this corner. I just finished off all the mobs. And then you'll hear me freak out a little bit. It can be done a lot faster. It can be done in like 8 minutes or so. I was happy with this run. It was smooth. It was not like perfect by any means, but it was smooth. And anything under 13 minutes is going to hit instance lockout anyways. So it's really just more AFK time if you get it below 13 minutes. But 13 minutes or around 13 minutes is your goal.
Yeah, this is going to end up going on the YouTube. The guide is going up tonight after this run. That was
Yep.
That was it. That was fucking fast. Before I stop tonight, if I get a better time, I'll post that. But that's probably what you're gonna see on the YouTube. That's voiceover. Cause that's 130 mobs, and it was 9 minutes 30 seconds. But that's fucking nuts. That was smooth. That was a very smooth run. And they get like between 6k to 9k experience.
Eco asked me for an invite. I went to boost them, and then I ended up dying 3 times in a row in the first bowl. So, cool. So here, if you dangle yourself off, if you're hanging off the edge a little bit and you log out, when you log back in, you'll be at the front of the dungeon. Yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, whatever, so I can pass my stuff on there. But show you that you show up at the front of the dungeon if you do it. GG's. Thank you. Comment if you have questions.